Welcome back to the KickNPost YouTube channel. It's your host, Amal Thompson and Chris Perry, and we're getting back to schedule predictions with the AFC East this time. How we doing, Chris?
I'm good, man. Just woke up. Just got vaxxed, so I'm ready.
I was about to say, what we know. All right. So let's waste no time. What you say? Let's get right to it. Miami starts off the season at home against a very usually formidable foe, but to see in the future, we don't think they'll be that formidable this year. Patriots in Miami, week 1. I got Miami taking that W because, 1, the Patriots hate to play in Miami, and 2, this is a revamped Miami offense with a lot of speed, and I feel like they're going to get out the gates doing pretty well with the new additions to their roster. What says you, Chris?
I feel the same way. Patriots defense is still elite, but I feel like the Dolphins, if they can figure out their running game, they're going to have a really good season. That's the only thing I'm really worried about. So the addition of Tyreek Hill is great. Addition of, I think they got Teron Armstead from the Saints, right? Yeah, like big moves all around. So I got them easily winning week 1, to be honest.
Yeah, they got a stable of running backs out there. You got Raheem Mostert, who's a concern injury-wise, but when he gets going, he's one of the fastest running backs in the league. You got their normal running back, Myles Gaskin, who's still in that backfield.
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, he didn't leave or get waived. We got Chase Edmonds, who they signed also. Smaller back. People have always wanted to see him get the full workload. Unfortunately, I don't think you will see that this year. I think it'll be a rotation of backs.
No.
And then they signed Sony Michel up to a month ago. So.
Oh, shit,
yeah.
Really?
So they have a rotation of guys in that backfield. It's just to see.
Don't they have that one coach that used to be with the 49ers?
Yeah, he knows what it is to have multiple running backs that they like to go to. If he's going to follow that coaching tree, you could probably see a lot of Raheem Mostert first and second down, maybe some Sony in there as well. Chase Edmonds and Myles Gaskins third down, and let it ride. So,
yeah, man, it could work. I mean, I think that is a strong trio. Like, there's no definite one in there. I think if anything, it's Mostert if healthy. But I don't mind putting Chase Edmonds back there too. Like, you're gonna get a similar result. You can pretty versatile. You can run like a 2-back system in shotgun, put left and right, and they can really air it out. To be honest, so. I'm excited, man. I'm actually really excited to see how things go for the Dolphins this year because besides last year, I think they went 10-6, but before that, they've been like usually a 500 team, and it looks like they've finally hit that mark where they're ready to go to the next step. So,
I believe so, but they unfortunately have a juggernaut in their division, and a team on the rise. But we'll get to that later. I have them dropping the next 4. They go to the Ravens, lose. Stay at home against the Bills, lose. Go to the Bengals, lose. And then I have them going to the Jets and losing that game. I know we might have some, disagreement with that one because I know you're not really high on the Jets this year.
Nah, not at all, actually. I have them losing all 4 of those as well.
What? Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think the week 1, excitement might get to the roster, might get to the team. But these next 4 teams, these next 3 teams, and then the Jets at home, have also made their improvements, not over just last year, but over the last few years, have a good base. So to go into your team's home stadium and lose to almost Super Bowl champs, one offensive line away from Super Bowl champs,
one fucking block away from Super Bowl champs. Yeah. Joe admitted that he saw Chase wide open and did not have enough time.
He did not.
That would have been the game.
Unfortunate, though.
It is what it is.
And then you got the Bills, which I think they're going to go on a rampage. And then, again, going into the Ravens stadium, a very amped up Ravens team, finally going to have a running back of consequence, hopefully, with J.K. Dobbins coming back and Gus Edwards coming back. And a healthy Lamar he loses Hollywood Brown, but we get to see what Rashad Bateman is. and he still has Mark Andrews out there. So a lot to kind of see what happens with the Ravens as well. But I feel like their team didn't get severely
Yeah.
worse. So I'm leaning into them losing that game as well. But yeah, I think they drop those next four. Now coming off those next four though, where do you see them heading, Chris?
So week 6, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have the Vikings.
Yeah.
That is a home game for them, so I have them turning the table with that. Getting the dub that week. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. I have them on a 5-week win streak actually.
Really?
So, yeah. So we got the Vikings. That's a dub.
Okay.
We got them playing the Steelers afterwards. Dub. They play the Lions after that. Dub. Should really bring some momentum to the team. They got the Bears right after that. Dub. Then they have the Browns. I want to say I still have them winning that with or without Deshaun, to be honest. So,
Okay.
And then they have a bye week, I believe. Then they play the Texans, which is another dub. So, I don't know, really, really, really easy stretch. I don't see them losing too many of those.
I have them getting those 6 games as well. I
Okay,
think
all right.
they pick up some pace,
see.
like you said, pick up some momentum. Minnesota's a dub. Is this Steelers? Yeah, Steelers a dub, no matter who's starting, and especially if Pickett's starting. Detroit.
Yeah, I might have to go watch that,
dub.
actually. That might.
Yeah, it might be worth it. Detroit dub, Chicago dub, Cleveland dub, Houston dub. Right? I feel like
Yes,
all those
sir.
teams have question marks either at quarterback or roster configuration. Not really Minnesota. Well, actually, yeah, Minnesota. We're waiting to see what Kirk Cousins can do finally. He's been that run of the mill, just bare minimum quarterback, and they re-signed him. They extended.
Yeah,
him
he
this
got Jay
offseason,
Jettas, man. How can you not be successful? Yeah,
right?
man. Just throw the ball. That's it. Just get it out there. He'll get it.
And Dalvin in the backfield. I mean, I know he's 26, but he showed out last year
They
too.
even got Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen is nasty.
Yeah.
That boy is 31 years old taking angles.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
so many weapons out there.
I don't know what's going
Better
on
do
with the
something
boys
with
out there. I think they should definitely. I don't know if you saw the reports, but Kellen Mond's been showing out in training camp. I think they're trying to just raise his draft stock.
Nah, I definitely don't follow the
Yeah,
Vikings. I need
I
to.
think
though.
they're just trying to raise his draft stock. I don't think it's anything too crazy. I mean, it's trade value, but hey, we'll see. Imagine a Kellen Mond, Kirk Cousins quarterback battle going into this year. Be kind of nuts. So,
Dog. Okay, we'll save that for another
right?
time.
Exactly.
All right, so how you got them going after that stretch?
5 losses in a row.
Really?
Yeah, I think they go through a really tough slate here. You're talking San Francisco, loss. Chargers, loss.
Okay.
Buffalo,
Wow.
loss. Green
Okay.
Bay, loss.
Okay.
And then at Patriots. I don't think their team is set to sweep the Patriots yet. I think Patriots in Gillette Stadium, they'll be able to, sneak one back, at least, in this head-to-head matchup. And then they'll close the year out on W against the Jets for a record of 8-9.
All right, so this is where we finally go separate paths. I think they do build upon that momentum with that 6-week stretch, and they do lose that game against the 49ers. It's the 49ers. No one cares. But
Oh, damn.
I got them beating the Chargers, which I know the Chargers look good on paper. I know Justin Herbert's next up, but until I see it, and definitely this deep into the season, I don't know. I feel like the Dolphins might be the more team or the better team during that time span just because of how hot they are going to get with that easy-ass 6-week stretch. I don't know how you don't build off of that. So I don't see them dropping off too far.
Okay.
After the, where is it? Chargers, they have the Bills. I have them losing that game. Obvious reasons. It's the Bills versus Dolphins. Come on. I got them beating the Packers, which is hot take.
I don't
but
hate
like
that
I said,
take,
building off the
actually.
momentum.
But
You said
I
what?
don't hate that take necessarily.
Yeah, but the Packers, everyone likes to shun the Packers. They've been contenders for how long? They're always contending for a ship. Even though through all the bullshit, through the horrible drafts, they're still in the mix at some
You
point.
had Adams. That's a big loss.
Yeah. You're right, a big loss, but that defense is so elite, dog.
They lost
Like,
a couple pieces too, though. But that secondary
Yeah,
is pretty
so-
legit.
So we're gonna see how that goes. Right now, I got the Dolphins. I got them sweeping the Patriots. I think it's gonna be, like I said, the shittiest Patriot season that we will see in a minute. So, yeah, go ahead and get the brooms out. And then I got the Jets sweeping the Dolphins this year. So they're gonna end off with an L, but that will bring their record to 10-7 on the year.
10-7. I mean that would be. I think that a lot of Dolphin fans would take that. Unfortunately, some people might be getting above their skis, and thinking that this team is a Super Bowl contending roster because of what they added.
No.
Let's pump the brakes. I think they're going to be very competitive. I think they're going to be fun to watch. This is the season to see what Tua is. That's the main reasoning for this season.
This is his season. Yeah. Like, if he is not successful this year, if they don't go above 500, he will be fighting for his job next year. They're going to have to bring someone else to the mix to at least either A, make him compete, or B, turn him to a backup. Because, like, what can you say at this point? It's his third year in the league now?
Yeah. They surrounded him with the weapons.
In the league.
They're kind of doing, it's like a version of what's going on for Zach in New York. They're surrounding him with the guys to make him successful. A running game, hopefully, based on how much they added. Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill is, I'd say, a top 5 duo in the league now. I don't think I'm like crazy to say that at all, based on how they break out.
But yeah, like it just is heavily on Tua, if they are or not.
Exactly. So that's the thing. On paper, he has the offense now. Mike Gesicki, above average, athletic tight end. He has the pieces. Is what he does with the pieces. Me, unfortunately, I see this kind of shaping up to an 8-9 season. Questions about his accuracy again. Question about his down throw, downfield power, and in a quarterback class that's looking to have guys like C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Will Levis from Kentucky's been picking up pace. Tyler Van Dyke from Miami. That would be a story.
Who?
Tyler Van Dyke. They like what he's going to have offensive-wise down there. They're saying he might sneak into the first round. And if I have him at 8 and 9, that would be the range where he'd probably go. The C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young would be at the top end of the draft. Anthony Richardson out of Florida, kind of a dual-threat guy. This quarterback class...
Is that the big guy that was jumping over people last year?
AR-15.
Man, y'all don't sit down. Is he good? That's the only thing I saw from him.
I haven't gotten to see much of him in big moments. When we played the Gators in the bowl game and beat them, go UCF, he was sitting on the bench. They had Emory Jones in there.
Yeah, but say like Emory Jones started over him, and
they kept trying to force him back
a slot receiver in the league.
They kept trying to force him back in there. You're right. Emory Jones is probably a slot receiver in the league, but throwing AR out of it, they have Will Levis, who's big arm running quarterback from Kentucky, but of course there's not many huge receivers in Kentucky, so we have to wait to see what goes on there. But if they end up 8 and 9, they'll be in the argument to be in the mix to draft a quarterback. Right, so and there's a few out there. Yeah, I mean, right now
they got any more draft picks left from all that?
They still have their all
first. All the debauchery they've been through the past.
They pieced it together where they would still have their first next year, and I think that is for a reason.
Okay,
I don't think that's accidental.
Good. I mean, yeah, obvious reasons. Yeah, you saw what Tyreek Hill said the other day about Tua?
He's surprised he could throw.
Dog, no, he would never say that.
He said. Go ahead, repeat it.
He's never caught he's caught the prettiest ball that he's ever seen from Tua.
Come on now.
I wish I had a hat on me right now, because that's cap. That's cap.
Where's it at? No, I'm gonna just put on imaginary.
That's cap.
There we go.
But I guess like they trying to boost his confidence, like get his ego going and growing. But
let's be real though.
He has played how many years with Patrick Mahomes, and the prettiest ball was from Tua.
Let's be real. Do you think we go into off season with guys like Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes? Shoot, even Trevor. You hear anybody having to come out and be like, man, y'all don't know, but that ball he throws, whew, y'all usually be underestimating, but that ball he throws, prettiest ever. Nah, it's on film. Everybody can tell those boys can sling it, right? It's because that video came out where Tua looked like he put his whole shoulder into it, and Tyreek Hill had to take 5 steps back to catch the ball. That's why.
Yeah, there was like rockets launching. I'm like, bruh's not even in full stride. What rocket is that? Like, bruh, come on.
It's a literal rocket. It went straight up and didn't go forward.
It was like the rockets we had back in like elementary school for science class. Like it goes up a little bit and it's like, oh yay. Really just 5 feet in the air. Like, yeah, that's Tua's throw.
Oh man. At 10 and 7, I think at your schedule prediction, Tua keeps his job. Miami fans are a little bit antsy, but because they go on that tear at the end of the year, right? You got them dropping 4 where I have them dropping 4. So from week
Yeah.
6 onward, you have them getting 10 wins. Well, 9 wins. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Because that first 5 game stretch is rough, dog. Like, it's real rough.
yeah,
So they got blessed right after that with what? The hardest game is the Vikings out of that 6 game
yeah.
stretch. I'll take it. Like, come on.
So 9 and
They're built for success. They've been given an above 500 schedule. They just got to get it done. So it's really up to them.
so the big question is, will they? I guess we will wait and see.
We're going to find out.
Thank y'all for tuning into this schedule prediction. Hopefully you guys will tune into the next one. Thanks for all the support.
Oh, they will.
And we are out of here.